wasn't born to teach, but somehow they gave me a classroom. I wasn't meant to live, so I taught them how to survive. They gave me time, and I gave them everything.
Before the yellow skin, I was death in the dark. No name, no face, just a ghost with a mark. They called me Reaper, I killed with a glance. No mercy, no heart, no second chance. It came the lab, the call of the test. The woman I love, put peace in my chest. The guru saw the man behind the weapon, taught me love, it left me a lesson. She died cause of me, so I made a vow to teach a class, make them stronger somehow. And if I must die for the future to bloom, let my puppy the chalk as well as a rose. Now before the end, even monsters could choose to defend. They called me a threat, but I gave them my light. Taught them to stand, to speak, to fight. I trained their hands to aim at my chest, so they'd learn to live when I lay to rest. Smile before the end, that's a teacher's final test. They gave me misfits, broken and bruised, outcast, tossed like tools to be used. But I saw sparks in every eye, classroom with stars in a blackened sky. Choked, I laughed, I flew at Mach speed, but every lesson was planted like seed. Math morals, how to break the chain, how to fight life without drowning in pain. They tried to kill me, every blade and plot, but what I saw potential they forgot. Because it's not about tests or scores of fame, it's about who you become when you carve your own name. Now the world drew near, but I stood my ground without fear. Not for glory, not for pride, but for the kids standing by my side. They cried, but they pulled the knife, because that was the point of this borrowed life. To teach them death, and teach them to defy, to teach them to live even if I had to die. Before the end, even monsters could choose to defend. They called me a threat, but I gave them my light. Taught them to stand, to speak, to fight. I trained their hands to aim at my chest, so they'd learn to live when I lay to rest. Smile before the end, that's a teacher's final test.
Not human, not villain, just a man who loved his class. The difference between the novice and the master is that the master has failed more times than the novice has tried. So try, and when you miss, smile.